In this video, we're going to be building our new LEGO City table. We have a lot to do before we can though, so let's get started. We start out with disassembling our old LEGO City, which we've been in the process of doing for the past month or so. As you can see, right now we're just organizing a lot of the buildings and cars and also taking apart some of the infrastructure such as roads and sidewalks. So we come back a month later and the table's become a bit messy again, but we're finally ready to remove the buildings and disassemble the table. Then our dad asked us to help fix our old computer. Its GPU had been fried, and now that we had the correct parts, we were going to try to fix it. Here's a quick montage on how that went. Luckily, it worked out, and it seems to work now. Now back to the disassembly. We finally finished taking out all the buildings from the city. By this point, both our building table and filming desk were a bit of a mess, but now my brother was able to take out all the wires under the table, which we'd used for lights in the city original. With that done, we were at last able to take the table apart with our dad's help. After going to Home Depot, I went to my grandpa's house where he helped me measure, cut, and notch the wood for our new table. We wanted to make sure that as we screwed in all the different pieces of wood that the table was level, so we added the plywood beneath it. It sort of worked. When we finished the table, we realized that the plywood was not level with most of the wood, and this was because the legs had been raised slightly higher than the rest of the wood. To temporarily hold the plywood to the frame, we used putty. This was very brief though, because we would soon glue the table together. At this stage, I start adding back some of the drawers we used to sort our bricks and pieces. Right now I'm resizing them to fit better under the table. And yes, unfortunately, I dropped a container. Here I added some plywood to the floor so that the drawers can have a more solid base to sit on. We also added a few more supports beneath the table to prevent it from shaking. Then me and my dad glued the plywood to the frame. As we glued, we set boxes down on the table to help the glue dry in place. I added an old piece of plywood under our table to temporarily store several of our builds from our old LEGO city. Eventually, we will add these back to our city in a future update. We cleaned off the shelf in the back of our room, which had been holding a lot of books on it. At some point, we hope to move it to a different part of the room, but for now, we've added a few sets and custom creations to it. So, that's it. Hope you found this interesting and maybe even inspiring, and we'll see you in the next video.